AVID students and families, and welcome to our end of year celebration. My name is Laura Garfinkel, and I am the AVID coordinator here at Aberdeen High School. I know that this year has not ended the way any of us would have imagined, so I really appreciate you all being here and celebrating with us like we would for our normal end of year ceremony. I'm really impressed with what all of our students have done, and especially our 2020 graduates, how they have handled this situation. It has definitely been very different than anything that I would have ever pictured for us. And I was really looking forward to seeing all of you graduate, spending this time with you. But know that you're in all of our thoughts, and so hopefully tonight will show you how much you all really have meant to us, and how important your success really has been. It has really been an honor and a privilege to work with all of you, to watch you all grow over the last 4 years, and just thinking about all of the great things that you're going to do next year. I know there's so much uncertainty right now, but just thinking about all the things that you've done to make sure that you're prepared for the future. I know that this is going to be a really good future for all of you. So I hope that you enjoy all of the things that we put together for you tonight. We certainly will miss all of you, and we can't wait until we can celebrate in person and we can see how your first year semester in college goes when you're able to come back and visit us. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Truszkowski, who has a few words for us all.
The AVID end of year celebration is always my favorite for 3 reasons. 1, well, it's the end of the school year, and we enjoy that as much as you do. 2, we get to hear about all of your accomplishments, as well as the seniors and what their post-secondary plans are. And 3, well, we always get to eat. Those 3 things are still going to happen this evening. We're still going to be at the end of the school year. We're still going to hear about your accomplishments and what the plans are for our seniors. And, well, we're still going to eat. Beforehand, I still have a few comments that I'd like to share with you. I promise I won't be long, well, because dinner's ready. The past 2 months have brought a level of uncertainty to our world not felt in many years. You're living in a time that will be captured in history books that your children and grandchildren will only read about. And while there seems to be more questions than answers, having been an AVID student, you know that presents as an opportunity. We can look at our current reality through the eyes of a pessimist, or we can see it for what it is, an opportunity for the innovators to make a positive difference in our lives. Just today, I had the opportunity to collaborate with colleagues from all over the nation to discuss the challenges of digital learning and even share practices that are being implemented here in Harford County, most notably the personal graduation experience that our seniors will have in the coming days. 3 of us in my family have had the opportunity to have virtual visits with doctors for minor illnesses that have resulted in diagnosis and treatment without ever having to leave our home. I've met more neighbors, been supporting more local businesses, and well, my hands have never been more clean. You see, the innovators of our generation have figured this out. Each problem brings an opportunity. And this is where your AVID education will have you stand out from the others. You now have the ability to think differently and utilize your new skill set. The exciting part is the problems that you will help solve don't yet exist. But because of your training and education, you will be prepared to face them. I would be remiss if at this point I didn't thank your teachers for helping you get there. They each have dedicated their professional lives to helping you reach your potential. One in particular I want to spotlight, and that is Mrs. Burnett, who along with the class of 2020 will be leaving Aberdeen High School this year. Over the past 4 years, I've had the pleasure of observing her work. Her passion for her profession and this program is as alive as ever. My only regret is that my own children never had a chance to have her. For those of you who did, you are better for it. Mrs. Burnett, I hope the next chapter of your life is as fulfilling as you desire. And to the AVID class of 2020, I wish you nothing but success and happiness as you become contributing members of our society.
I next wanted to thank all of our tutors. So typically at the end of the year, we get to invite all of the tutors to join in our celebration and thank them, many of whom are seniors, but many of whom are not actually in the AVID program. And the tutors really are a very important part of our program. They help with all of the younger grades as they learn how to do tutorials. And I know that being a tutor can be a very rewarding, but also a very challenging experience, especially as our freshmen are first learning what it's like to be in a tutorial process. And we had so many really wonderful students act as tutors this year. And I really can't thank them enough for all of the things that they've done. I first wanted to thank all of the tutors that actually are not in the AVID program and who really took time to learn what the tutorial process is and how to facilitate a tutorial. That's really meant a lot to us. So I really want to thank Mecca, Christian, Rodney, Jasmine, Jeremiah, and Mert, all of whom I really appreciate the hard work and effort it took to be a tutor this year. And then we also have a number of students who were in the program who helped be tutors. First, I want to thank Nadia, our only junior who was a tutor. She did a really great job and was very mature, and I really appreciate that. And then, of course, we had a number of seniors who really stepped up and represented our program really well. Not only were they really excellent tutors, but they really helped our students work through what it meant to be in the freshman and sophomore classes, what it meant to be a junior in AVID, how they could help them. So thank you to Tristan, Becca, Mackenzie, Alicia, and Sayana. We really, really appreciate all of the hard work that you've done, and thank you again. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Arnold, who's going to speak to the entire senior class.
Thank you, Mrs. Garfinkel. I am Mr. Arnold, and I have had the wonderful experience of teaching these amazing graduates in the AVID elective for the past 2 years. To the AVID class of 2020, it's been a long and strange journey to get to this point, but here we are. I can easily imagine some of you rolling your eyes because you know another life lesson is coming from Mr. Arnold. So for the final time, here goes. All of you have accomplished many things so far in your lives. I don't have the time in this ceremony to list them all. Plus, if there is one thing I have learned from each and every one of you over these last 2 years, there are plenty more accomplishments that even I don't know about. Each of you is a truly remarkable young person who has overcome substantial obstacles to get to this point. None of you have ever used those obstacles as an excuse, and for that, I cannot express how proud I am of each of you. You are truly the most unique group of students I have ever had the privilege of teaching. Your stories inspire me, and I know that each of you will continue to achieve greatness as you take the next steps in your lives. Back when I last saw you nearly 3 months ago, I suggested you each move forward with a fairly simple thought. Control what you can control. This time has proven that so much in life is outside of our control, but you're not watching this to hear my thoughts on that. What I'm asking you to do today is move forward by focusing on what you can control. You can control how much effort you put into your studies, your career, your brave service to our country. But in my humble opinion, even more importantly, you can control how hard you work on being a good son, a loving daughter, a brother or a sister to all of those around you, a wonderful partner to someone special, and maybe one day you can control being an outstanding mother or father to some of the luckiest children in the world. At the end of the day, these are truly the accomplishments that matter. How do you make those closest to you feel, and how have you made the world a better place for those around you? And finally, to the Aberdeen High School AVID class of 2020, I hope that each of you will come back and visit us at AHS to share all the amazing accomplishments I am certain you will achieve. After all, this is not a goodbye. It is just until we see each other again. Thank you.
Next, I wanted to take a moment to thank all of our students in the younger grades. This time at the end of the year, typically we are able to invite you out for part of the end of year celebration and really recognize each of you for your hard work during this year. We expect a lot of you if you're in the program. We expect you to push yourself, to take harder classes, and to really, really work towards being successful. And so we want to take this time to tell you that we do recognize your hard work and your efforts, and we appreciate all that you have done. Usually this comes with a certificate and a pin, and I will have all of those things ready for us when we're back in person. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you all do next year and into the future with the program. Now I'm excited to introduce one of your classmates who will be speaking a few words for us, Miss Kimmy Rivera.
Hey guys, it's Kimmy. I am making this little video because Mr. Arnold and Miss Garfinkel have asked me to be like a little AVID speaker for the video that they want to use to celebrate all of us and our accomplishments, because unfortunately we couldn't do any of the ideas that we brainstormed earlier on about going to the turf or meeting up in a parking lot. We couldn't do any of that because it's still not safe enough to be so close to so many people at the same time. So thank you to them for allowing me this opportunity, and let's get started. I just want to really acknowledge everything that we did. So I'm going to start by the first day of high school and go on. Just kidding, I'm not doing that. When do I do that much? I did want to read a Bible verse because y'all know I love Jesus. And it says in Isaiah 40:30-31, even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. And I chose that Bible verse because I think right now is a really big time for us to be strong and push forward with everything that we have, because soon we're going to start our college careers. And it's a lot. We're leaving high school in a way we never thought we would, and it's just so important that we stay strong and push forward in everything that we do and in our futures, that we don't forget that this is, I mean, it's summer break, but this is not a vacation. This is when we need to go and say, this is what I want. No matter how you're starting off your college career, or if you're going to the army, or if you're just going into a direct job, push with everything that you have. These past 4 years may have not ended the way we thought, but we still did everything that we could, and we finished strong. And I know that some of us are sad because we didn't get to celebrate prom or graduation, but that doesn't make our accomplishments any less greater. And I just want to finish off and say that even though this is how we're ending, I love and miss all of you, and I know that our teachers are proud of us because we did it. Regardless, we did it. We didn't fail. We didn't crumble under the pressure. We did it, and we're graduating, even if it's not the way we expected. But we're gonna walk across the stage no matter what. Unfortunately, we didn't get to dance another way to prom, and we didn't get to senior week. But I just still hope that all of you are staying safe, and that you are happy in what you're doing right now, and that you are happy in your future. Bye, guys.
I want to thank all of the AVID families. So any parent, guardian, extended family, really everyone in the support network of our students. We thank you so much for being there for your students, for supporting them, pushing them towards success. We work hard here at school, but we know that their success is not possible without everything that you do for them at home. And we can't thank you enough for raising such wonderful young people that we've had the privilege of working with. So thank you.
To the AVID class of 2020, congratulations on a job well done. You've been through a lot of difficult times, and we want you to know how proud we are of your accomplishments. Take care.
Next, we're going to recognize each senior individually, and to do that will be Mr. Arnold.
Noelle Barrett. Noelle, I am really going to miss needing one of your classmates to translate whatever it is that you just said. You always have insightful thoughts and a unique way of expressing them. Khalil Ben Moha. Khalil, it would be too easy to insert a vending machine reference here, so I won't. It was amazing watching you grow into such a great student. Be proud of what you have accomplished through all of your hard work. Kennedy Burrell. Kennedy, you were always willing to look at things from a different point of view and often brought fresh perspective and to our discussions. Your willingness to adapt will continue to carry you into your future. Barbara Bowles. Barbara, I didn't keep it a secret how disappointed I was when you decided to use this year to take all of your classes with dual enrollment at HCC. We definitely missed your perspective and your ability to keep the gentlemen focused on their work. But most importantly, I am so happy that you made the decision for you and proved how prepared you were to find amazing success in college. Brandon Brown. Brandon, I was probably harder on you than anyone, but you always rose to the challenge. I know you like to have that tough guy exterior, but I am so glad that I got to know the kind-hearted man on the inside. Thank you for the memories on the baseball field and off. Tristan DeVoe. Tristan, you have great leadership skills and use them well to influence others. I always look forward to hearing your opinion on the topics we were discussing. Morgan Edwards. Morgan, I feel like I've known you and your family forever. Your hard work to overcome your difficulties always pays off. Thank you for never giving up on us or yourself. Sayana Finch. Sai, you have been a strong influence on many people in our class, even if they don't always realize it. Your more quiet leadership will help you do great things in your future. Anise Holland. Anise, you were always the one to quietly challenge me to be a better teacher and challenge your friends to be better students. Don't ever lose the intensity you bring to everything. Mary Beth Meyerhuber. Mary Beth, you are such a strong woman. Continue to work hard to find your voice and don't let anybody sell you short. Jasmine Monroe. Jasmine, you might not say much in class, but I always looked forward to hearing your thoughts. They were always so thought out and insightful. Isabella Rivera. Izzy, you have much to be proud of. Your strength and positive energy have always been an inspiring influence in class. Kimberly Rivera. Kimmy, thank you for your honesty and the passion that you brought to the AVID program every day. You do a great job of telling us how it is, and continue to help our class and our program get stronger. Sydney Sheets. Sydney, you are the strongest young person I have ever met. We were blessed to have you in our AVID family, and now the Air Force is lucky to have you joining its ranks. Alicia Scott. Alicia, it hasn't always been an easy road for you, and I can't imagine teaching this class without you. Thank you for pushing through even when the struggles were piling up. Mackenzie Severn. Mackenzie, keep working hard to reach the goals that you want to achieve. You have always been willing to speak up about what you believe, even if that means the whole room will disagree with you. And for that, I will always be grateful. Stay true to yourself. Michael Snyder. Mikey, be proud of what you have become and keep searching for your opportunities to speak up. Continue to look for chances to share your perspective. Rebecca Thompson. Rebecca, I know that I have often asked too much of you, but you always found a way to exceed my expectations. Our program is absolutely stronger now because of your leadership and selflessness. Nevaeh Williams. Yes, Nevaeh, I still have to check how to spell your name every single time. I will always remember your strong personality and how you were never afraid to challenge anyone's opinion, especially mine. Thank you for the constant challenges.
So once again, we really all are very, very proud of all of the work that each and every one of you has done. We're incredibly proud of you, seniors, your hard work over the last 4 years, your just dedication to being successful, and your perseverance through all of this has really been so wonderful to watch. I know that not every one of your teachers was able to speak today, and just know that they're all thinking of you. They're all so proud of you, and I know that the entire team is so incredibly honored to be a part of this class of 2020, and we just thank you all so much for your hard work. Please don't stop doing all of the great things that AVID taught you, and don't stop staying in touch with all of us. We can't wait to hear about your success stories and how great you're all going to be. So good luck. We miss you, and we can't wait to see how great you're all going to be.